Hey everybody, Slime Beast here again. Blah. You may remember a video I put up a while back called The Reality of Fiction, Rights, Usage, and Adverts. It was about Mr. Creepypasta and other creepypasta quote-unquote narrators like him on YouTube who basically just pick random stories from the internet, random creepypastas, read them on their channel, and just call it a day. I was talking about how you really need to get the rights from people to do that. You need to have people agree to let you monetize their creative work. Somebody writes a story, you can't just get money from it. You can't take their story and get money from it. I'm sorry. Look up. I know there's going to be people in the comments saying, yeah they can, but it doesn't matter what a fan of somebody says. The law is different. Look up the fact that you have to get licensing before you perform a stage play. Look up the fact that none of these people read Stephen King books on their channel. Wouldn't that be something you'd like to see? Wouldn't you like to hear Stephen King books for free, read by these narrators? They don't do that because they know they'll get sued by big publishing companies. Creepypasta writers are usually anonymous, they're usually powerless, they're easy to get one over on. Anyway, not really the point of this video. I just wanted to dispel that, because I know people are going to comment, and they're still going to comment even though I said that, saying, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I got a copyright strike, funnily enough, on my video talking about how Mr. Creepypasta violates copyrights. So in other words, Mr. Creepypasta can take people's work from the internet, randomly pick and choose, cherry pick stories he likes, anything that catches his eye. No matter who wrote it, no matter what happened, can just pick it and read it for his channel and make thousands of dollars on it. Meanwhile, I made a video that had Mr. Creepypasta's image, just visually, no sound, just Mr. Creepypasta's visage in the video for about 30 seconds. This is a 24-minute and 30-second video. Mr. Creepypasta was on screen for 30 seconds as I spoke about the situation. And, basically, I don't know if you want to call it review or opinion or whatever I mean, this is the definition of fair use. People say if somebody's narrating your story online, on YouTube, that's fair use. No, you have to look up what fair use is. It is, you have to be lending something to it. You can't just be saying, here's a story I found, and then read Stephen King's It. You can't do that. That ain't right. Not morally right, not legally right, and, copyright.gov is a good place to look for certain things on this issue, but I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of details on that. Essentially, I just thought it was funny that the king of violating copyrights, Mr. Creepypasta, his company, through whatever means, I don't know, decided to slap me with a copyright claim, perhaps as vengeance, perhaps as harassment to get me to not talk about it, but more likely than not, just because they automatically, found it, and it's an impersonal thing that, they search for copyrighted content in videos, and it's not actually about me at all. The thing is, though, they are enforcing their copyrights over visual material I was talking over, and yet I'm not supposed to enforce my copyright over the actual stories I've written being read out loud on YouTube. Let's try to make those two things match up and figure out how those two things can make sense at the same time. 30 seconds of Mr. Creepypasta's face or his blue mask versus an entire career of reading other people's work and making a living off of it. Alright. So that's about that. I actually contested this copyright claim, and the contesting was rejected by YouTube. They said, nope, using 30 seconds of footage, 30 seconds, without sound, of somebody's face while you're talking about that person, they said, nope, that's a copyright violation. So all the videos you see where somebody says, I hate Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is so whatever. I don't know. She ran over a drifter. And they show Taylor Swift's face while they're talking about them. That's a copyright violation, I guess. Every news report you see where they're talking about somebody, a star, a celebrity, and they're talking about the person, and they show footage of them walking the red carpet, that's a copyright violation in the eyes of Full Screen and YouTube. Okay. I have, of course, appealed this decision. I fully expect the appeal to be rejected. You got somebody who has a lot of viewers, a lot of fans to go to war for them. You got a big company behind you, and you basically can steal wantonly from whoever you like. That's the way it goes. Nothing important in this video other than that, just to let you know this is going on, and this is what happens when you try to do anything to claim your side of the argument. Alright, that's that. I'm Slime Beast. This is Slimy Stories on YouTube. I don't know when I will have more stories up. At some point. I don't know. I like writing them more than I like reading them. Reading them to me is like, you know, just go read it. Alright, goodbye everybody.